Christmas is a time for love, joy, and family, but these stories remind us that darkness can strike even during the most cherished holidays. From family massacres and poisonings to bizarre and tragic incidents, these crimes highlight the complexity of human nature and the unpredictability of life. Welcome back to Bizarre Society. Today, we're investigating 10 disgusting crimes that occurred during Christmas, exploring the dark side of a season often filled with cheer. One of the most infamous holiday tragedies unfolded on Christmas Eve in 2008 in Covina, California. Bruce Pardo, a man devastated by a bitter divorce, arrived at his ex-wife's family Christmas party dressed as Santa Claus. Carrying several weapons and a homemade flamethrower, he unleashed a horrifying attack that claimed 9 lives, including his ex-wife's. Pardo's quiet demeanor had fooled those around him, but the emotional and financial toll of his divorce had pushed him to a breaking point. After setting the house on fire and leaving a trail of devastation, he ended his own life, leaving behind a community grappling with unimaginable grief during what should have been a time of joy. Just 3 years later, another shocking crime shattered the holiday spirit in Grapevine, Texas. Aziz Yazdanpana, wearing a Santa suit, visited his estranged wife's home under the guise of celebrating Christmas. Instead of festive cheer, he brought a gun. Yazdanpana shot and killed his wife, their 2 children, and 4 other family members before turning the weapon on himself. Witnesses and neighbors later described him as a man consumed by jealousy and anger over his wife's decision to leave him, a decision he simply could not accept. The tragedy left an entire neighborhood in mourning and underscored how family tensions can erupt into devastating violence, even during the holidays. In 2013, a crime in Edinburgh, Scotland, left the holiday season marred by bloodshed. Melissa Young, a woman battling severe personality disorders, stabbed her neighbor, Alan Williamson, 29 times after he rejected a Christmas gift she had offered. Young claimed she was possessed by a spirit during the attack, an explanation that only added to the eerie and unsettling nature of the crime. Known for her erratic behavior, Young had a history of mental health issues, which factored into her sentencing. Nevertheless, the court handed her a life sentence, as the sheer brutality of the act sent shockwaves through the local community, turning what should have been a festive time into a somber moment. The Black Christmas murders in Montreal during the holiday season of 1975 remain one of Canada's most chilling unsolved crimes. Over 3 days leading up to Christmas, 6 women were brutally murdered, their deaths marked by disturbing details, including Christmas lights used as ligatures. The city was gripped with fear, as the murders shattered the festive atmosphere and left law enforcement scrambling for answers. Decades later, the case remains open, with no suspect ever convicted, leaving a haunting legacy that still looms over Montreal's history. In Atlanta in 2014, a man's frustration with the commercialization of Christmas turned violent in one of the most bizarre holiday crimes. Armed with a sharpened candy cane, he attacked a mall Santa Claus during the height of the shopping season. Witnesses described the scene as chaotic, with panicked shoppers fleeing as the man ranted about the loss of Christmas spirit. Fortunately, Santa escaped with only minor injuries, but the incident left many questioning how a season meant for goodwill could inspire such erratic behavior. The darker side of holiday traditions also surfaced during the Victorian era when post-mortem photography, a practice meant to memorialize the deceased, took a sinister turn. In London, one photographer saw an opportunity to profit from grief during the Christmas season. Instead of working with grieving families, he used unclaimed corpses to stage fake family portraits, selling the images as genuine keepsakes. When his scheme was uncovered, it scandalized Victorian society and left an indelible stain on what was initially considered a morbid but touching tradition. A horrifying incident unfolded in Tokyo in 1974 when a family's Christmas dinner turned deadly. The host, harboring years of resentment against his relatives, laced the holiday meal with arsenic. 5 family members died, and the host initially attempted to frame another relative for the crime. However, investigators quickly uncovered his guilt, and he was arrested. The poisoning shocked the nation and served as a grim reminder that holiday gatherings can sometimes conceal deep-seated animosities with devastating consequences. In Woking, England, just days before Christmas in 2010, Patricia and Bob Seddon were found dead in their home. Their bodies, discovered beneath their Christmas tree, initially suggested a tragic accident. However, investigations revealed a chilling truth. Their son and his girlfriend had orchestrated the murders to claim the couple's inheritance. The betrayal and greed that motivated the killings shocked the community, turning what should have been a season of love into one of unimaginable betrayal. On Christmas morning in 2015, Terry Rice committed an unthinkable act of violence in his Arkansas home. Struggling with financial difficulties and personal demons, Rice shot and killed his wife, children, and extended family members before turning the gun on himself. Neighbors described Rice as quiet but troubled, and the tragedy left the community devastated. The massacre served as a sobering reminder of how mental health struggles, when left unchecked, can lead to catastrophic outcomes even during the most joyous times of the year. Another tragedy was the Christmas Eve human smuggling incident of 2008. In Texas, authorities stopped a van crammed with over 20 migrants being smuggled into the U.S. The individuals were found in dire conditions, lacking proper ventilation, food, or water. The incident underscored the harsh realities of human trafficking and the risks people are willing to take for a chance at a better life, even during a season meant for compassion and generosity. Finally, one of the darkest Christmas Eve crimes occurred in Cisco, Texas in 1927, during the infamous Santa Claus Bank robbery. Santa is the highlight of Christmas, known for giving gifts and spreading cheer. But this time, instead of giving, this Santa decided to take from people in one of the darkest Christmas Eve crimes in history. A man dressed as Santa Claus entered the First National Bank, initially spreading holiday cheer. However, he soon revealed his true intentions, pulling out a gun and demanding cash. The robbery quickly escalated into a bloody shootout, with several people killed as the man fled. These stories and many others have tainted the season of cheer and fun for their victims and witnesses. But that does not mean we should shy away from spreading good tidings this holiday season. Even still, let's be cautious and stay safe out there. What do you think about these disturbing Christmas crimes? Which one of them shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, tap the link to watch our recent episode on bizarre cultural practices around the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Bizarre Society for more intriguing deep dives. See you next time.